So you probably already know you can have your Mac speak text to you. It could be as simple as selecting text, control clicking on it, and going to speech, start speaking. But you can also save this speech as an audio file. You do this several different ways. There's a way to do it through Automator, but I think it's even easier to do it using the terminal. So let's launch terminal using Spotlight, Command Space, Terminal, and return. And it's going to bring up the terminal window. Now it's very easy to get the terminal to talk to you. All you need to do is use the say command. So you would use say hello.
Hello.
And you get the default voice saying whatever text it is you've typed after the word say. Now you can customize the voice by going to System Preferences and then go to Accessibility, Speech, and here's the system voice, and that's what voice it was using. Also note what other voices are present. So for instance, instead of Alex we could have used Victoria, and you can tell the terminal to do that. So I could do say and then -V, which means voice, Victoria, hello.
Hello.
And it's Victoria's voice instead of Alex's voice. Now I don't want to type out the entire bit of text I want it to speak. I want it to read from a file, like say that file we were just looking at, or it could be something much longer than that. So the way to do that is you can do say and I can do -F and give it a file name. Now it's got to be the full path to the file. So I could go and look at this file, do Command I, and see that it's Macintosh HD, users, MacMost, desktop, and then the name of the file. Or an easier way to do that is drag and drop. If I have the prompt in terminal right there and I drag the file there, it'll put the entire path there, or at least the path that it needs, and then I hit return and it will read the text of that file.
Beware the Jabberwock, my son.
But how do we get this to a file, an audio file, instead of listening to it right there on the spot? Well, the way to do that is to use the O command. So we're going to use -O for output and give it a path to a file. So let's create a file on the desktop here. I'm going to copy the path and everything except the extension. And I could just leave it with no extension, but I'm going to use .aiff because that's the file format that it's going to use. So when I hit this it's going to do it, but I need to give it some text. So let's just do hello here. And you can see it created this AIFF file, and now when I play it I should get the word hello spoken by Alex.
Hello.
So let's bring this all together. I'm going to delete this file that I created here and I'm going to have it say, using Victoria's voice, reading the file. I'm going to drag and drop here. Outputting to the file. I'm actually going to drag and drop again, but now I'm going to backspace and change .txt to AIFF. So it's going to use Victoria's voice. It's going to take the input from this file and it's going to do output to this file here. Got one too many F's. And you can see it created it almost instantly. So it didn't actually have to read it in real time into the file. And now when I hit play on this audio file I'll hear the whole thing.
Beware the Jabberwock, my son. The jaws that bite.
And now this could have been a much longer file and I could be using it now, dragging and dropping into iTunes, loading it onto my iPhone, sending it to somebody, listening it later by putting onto iCloud Drive. All sorts of different useful things for actually taking a long bit of text and having it transferred into an audio file so you can listen to it rather than read it.